Strokes are on. The throttle has been shoved forward, and as the tail comes up, in a moment we'll see the smoke come on as we welcome the man from the city that taught the world to fly, Dayton, Ohio. Bill Leff is on. Now airborne, he's got the gear sucked up. Look at him, just staying right there in what is known as ground effect, getting a little boost off the pressure from the bottom of the wing, giving him some lift, and he's going to come by and make a couple of passes as we listen to the round sound, a radial engine from 1943. Here's Bill Leff. Let's listen. How about that? A roll-on takeoff. 2008 was the 70th anniversary of the first of the North American Texan aircraft to go into production. And this year marks year 34 for Bill Leff being in the air show business. He's been flying this airplane at air shows for 32 years. What a tremendous start. Now this airplane has, as you can see, United States Air Force markings on it. The Navy also used the North American Texan. They call it the SNJ. S for trainer, N for Navy, J for the designation of the manufacturer, North American Aviation. Go back in history, you find out it's Berlinger Joyce. J for Joyce became later North American Aviation. And in a moment, we're going to go live to the cockpit and say hello to Bill Leff as he goes into a very, very nice aileron. Now, let's see if we can go live to the cockpit and say a quick hello to Bill Leff. Hello, Bill Leff. Are you with me, bud? Well, I guess he's not online yet. We'll see if we can get him up here in just a second online with us and talk to him. All right, we're going to get him in just a couple of seconds. I'll keep talking here. Okay, Bill Leff, are you with me on our special frequency? Bill, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing just absolutely awesome, my friend. Now listen, I know you've got this 1943 vintage Air Force Ranger. It also is one that was used by the Navy a lot as the SNJ. What are you going to do for us this morning, Bill?
Well, today we're going to do kind of a non-aerobatic show for you. We tested the ceiling here, and it looks like we're below our minimums. So we're just going to do some flybys and some horizontal leads and some things to let the folks take a look at this pretty bird.
All right, now I know that you can put this thing into about 4 G's worth of pull. You going to do a flat 8 for us?
Yes, sir. Here we come. And we're going to do a horizontal lead.
Bill Leff, going to do the horizontal 8 right now. As he pulls,
there we go, pulling up the 4 G's.
That's 4 times the pull of gravity. We stand here on Earth with 1 G. A 200-pound man, 1 G, 200 pounds. 2 G's, 400 pounds. 3 G's, 600 pounds. And 4 G's, 800 pounds. That's a lot of weight. So Bill is really fighting to keep the blood in the upper part of his body so he stays conscious. Because of the
way they're coming out of that. Say hello to the folks out here with the pyro. Boy, they got a real surprise for you today.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, Bill. All right, there's the horizontal 8. And keeping it down under 1,000 feet. Now, I know you can't, can you do a 4-point roll in 1,000 feet?
Oh, we can do it, but the weather minimums for the FAA make it so we can't do that.
Okay, so we'll keep it non-aerobatic. Now, this airplane that you have, you got 43 years ago, and this is the airplane you've been flying ever since you got into the air show business?
That's right, 34 years of flying this airplane.
That is amazing. Well, that's pretty cool. Now, you've also tricked it out. You have one of the most spectacular night shows in the world, and I understand, Lance, I see you've got those special wingtips so you can put pyrotechnics right out on the wings.
Yes, sir, Rob. We did a show. We did it here last year, and hope we can come back next year and do it. And when it's a little warmer out, But we do nighttime airbags with fireworks and special lights and effects on the airplane.
Roger that. Now tell me a little bit about the T6G. That's what you've got, one of the later models, right?
Roger. This airplane started its life out as a T6C, as in Charlie, and was stationed during World War II at Victoria Army Air Station in Victoria, Texas. After that, after the war, it was put in storage, and then it was remanufactured in 1951 into its current configuration.
Now, some of the T6Gs, as I recall, Bill, actually found themselves at work during the Korean War at the beginning of the jet age.
To Roger, they call them mosquitoes.
Yeah, they could get in slower and mark targets for the fast-moving jets. They had a little trouble marking targets early in the jet age, didn't they?
That's right. For all you Korean War veterans, these were airplanes that really made a big difference for you, marking those targets.
All right, now as we continue here through your demonstration, Bill, what kind of speed does the T6 normally have?
And top speed is supposed to be 212 miles an hour.
And all done with a 600 horsepower radio engine.
Yeah, talking about speed, let's see if we can slow this puppy down and make it go a little slow for you.
Oh, I bet you'll be able to do that big time easily on this. Looks like you've got it dirtied up. Are you going to, you want to explain what flying dirty means?
Well, that means we're flying with the landing gear down and the flaps fully extended, so we're in the maximum drag configuration. And that's about what you'd be set, that's how you'd be set up for landing. So we're going to slow it down, and we were doing, a little bit ago, we were doing about 200 miles an hour. Let's see how slow we can get it.
All right, 5,500 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Bill's going to turn this thing into the very, very, very slow-moving T6. How you doing, Bill?
Now, let's see. Stand by a second.
Okay.
Okay, look at this. We're down to 70 indicated, 65 indicated, with a ground speed of 57 knots.
And that makes it about 62.5 miles an hour across the ground.
How about that? Okay, we're going to pick it back up here.
Okay, you're going to pull the gear up?
Yes, sir. Stand by a second and it'll come up.
All right, now everybody watch the gear come up. This is the fastest moving retractable Texan gear anyplace. There she goes. Just a matter of a few seconds. The older Texans that haven't been modified.
A couple photo passes here for you, and stand this thing up on a wingtip and get a nice profile view.
Yeah, we'll look right down on into the office, okay?
All right.
Bill has done a lot of customization on this airplane, not only for pyrotechnics and special lighting, but also hydraulic system changes to make that gear operate way quicker than the old Texans used to operate. Cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're going to pick the speed back up. We'll see how fast we can get this little dive here. We're going to say hello to the folks out here in the pyro pit.
Now you got a little cross control in there. Looked like you had some left stick and some right rudder to get us a view looking down into the workspace.
Yeah, that's not exactly the minimum drag configuration there. But it gets her to stand up on the wingtip and let people take a look.
Roger that. Going to come the other way and do the same thing?
Yeah.
All right. Cameras ready. From Dayton, Ohio, Bill Leff, who flies the Starfire Night Sky Show all over the country. As a matter of fact, just 2 weeks ago, Bill was out in San Diego, California at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar doing the night show and the day show there.
Cameras out.
Yeah, look at
Hey, I see a lot of smiling faces out there. I want to give a big thanks to all the folks that came out in this nice, cool weather here and come out to see this great air show that we're going to put on for you.
excellent, sir. What do you got next for us?
We're just going to see how fast we can go, and we're going to put the prop up in a unusual position. We call this full brake windows.
Full break windows. I'll explain that. You set her up, I'll tell the crowd what that's about.
Hey, those jets aren't allowed to go supersonic. I'm the only one that can go supersonic here.
That's right. What Bill's referring to is the fact that he's going to get the RPM on the engine up so that the tips of his Hamilton standard propeller blades are going supersonic at about 2,300 RPM. Let's listen. You'll hear a big growl. The engine has a nice low rumble, but those propeller tips really give it a snap. Hey, about 2,300 RPM, is that what it was?
2250. Really cranking.
Yes, sir, buddy. 600 horsepower, 5,500 pounds of some of the most important.
I'm just about out of smoke here, Rob, so I think I'm going to call it a day.
Very good, sir. We appreciate it, Bill. Have a great one. And ladies and gentlemen, well, he can hear you. Let's give him a big round of applause. Can you hear that, Bill?
Oh, I still got you on the mic. I just want to give a big shout out to all the sailors, airmen, Marines, soldiers, members of the Coast Guard, and all the military services for watching out for myself and my family and everyone else 24/7.
Roger that, Bill. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the ground, buddy.
Roger that.
Bill Leff, ladies and gentlemen, and he's got to land. We got lots more to come here on a beautiful day. Even though it's cloudy, it's still a great day here at Naval Air Station Oceana as we celebrate freedom and, most importantly, celebrate life. Proudly sponsored by Subway, we thank you for coming to the 2009 NAS Oceana Airshow. In just a moment, we're going to go from piston power to jet power, I think. Let's see. We've got, we're still checking with the air boss and the tower and all the folks involved in making sure the weather minimums are what we ought to have. We got our air boss, Louis Cedillo's up here, and our mini boss, Brad Vassar, who was our air boss last year. He's got Louis in training. These guys are up here talking to the airplanes, making